There was also the aspect of the show where I get to do these interstitials that kind of bring our competitors into the story arc of the different Disney IP they're going to be creating art around. So the fact that I was going to also get to kind of do sketches and play different characters, from the world of all these different, Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars, Beauty and the Beast, that was like, oh my gosh, now this is very much so like, this is me. My name is written all over this. I've got to be a part of this.
Hi, Keke. Thank you so much for speaking with PopCulture today. How are you?
Yes, I'm so good. Thank you for speaking with me.
So we are so excited about Foodtastic. This is such a good spin on the usual cooking and food competition shows. Obviously, to be a part of a show like this, you have to be a foodie to host and to EP. So how did the project come about for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was presented to me from Endemol and Disney, and they thought I would be a good host for it. And I was really excited. And once I seen that it was, of course, a food competition show, I was all in, except I didn't realize that it wasn't really about eating, because I was really excited about the aspect of I'm about to be on a show eating food all day. However, this is a lot more different than any other food competition show out there, because it's all about actually transforming food into something to be adored and viewed as art, changing things that we use, just to eat, and turning into a different piece, making an apple a cupcake, or making a gingerbread an actual structure, not just like a gingerbread house, but actual structure, making cities out of it. And so I was very blown away when I realized that that was even a thing that people do. And then on top of that, there was also the aspect of the show where I get to do these interstitials that kind of bring our competitors into the story arc of the different Disney IP they're going to be creating art around. So the fact that I was going to also get to kind of do sketches and play different characters, from the world of all these different, Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars, Beauty and the Beast, that was like, oh my gosh, now this is very much so like, this is me. My name is written all over this. I've got to be a part of this.
Yes, and this is such a creative concept. And as you said, I love the aspect as far as the Disney IP being involved in it. And you talked about being involved in some of it, but did you have any input when it came to coming up with each food task, or what the competitors would have to actually create? Did you have any inclusion in that creative process?
No, that was all the food artists. They always came up with their own ideas, and my main thing as a producer is to make sure that everybody's good on the show, make sure that all of our competitors feel comfortable, because in reality, food art competitions, you actually get like a week or in some change to create your art pieces. And in our show, you only get like a day or a day and a half. So we were really putting them to the test. So making sure everybody was good on the floor, making sure, our two new judges who never really done this in this realm before was also a very exciting part to assist and be support to as it came to me being a producer. So that was really my addition as far as production goes. And everything else, I allowed the food artists to kind of create on their own and come up with their ideas on their own. And of course, Disney owns their IP and always make sure that that's presented in the best way possible.
And I'm sure you were wowed by the outcome of a lot of these Foodtastic sculptures. So how talented are the competitors? Were like, you walked away and were like, yeah, you could probably hire them to do a party or two for you, create a sculpture for one of your events.
Exactly. I was very blown away, especially by a lot of the ice carving that I seen. It was just absolutely unbelievable. There was this one team that was both in the Muppets episode and in the Pirates of the Caribbean episode that I was just completely astonished by. I think about them often, actually, about how are they able to create that? It was just very inspired work. And it was also to the point of where Amirah and Benny are like, wow, too. And so that's the thing. When our judges are also saying, wow, Benny has been in so many different competitions and has won so many. When we see people that he's actually competed with showing up and stuff like that, that's when you know.
Now, you mentioned that you were disappointed that you weren't going to be able to eat food all day. I'm sure I would have been disappointed myself. But as a fellow foodie, what are your guilty pleasures when it comes to food? Like, what do you absolutely have to have? What are your favorite foods?
And one of my main guilty pleasures, I mean, I would literally have it just Uber to the house randomly, is snickerdoodle cookies. I love snickerdoodle cookies. They literally make me just feel like my childhood or something. I don't know how to explain it. It's just something about them feels so homey. So I love snickerdoodle cookies.
And what are some foods that are off limits for you? What do you not enjoy?
Man, what do I not enjoy? You know what? That's a very hard question, because I'm really that person that will try anything. Lately, I've realized that I have a very big sensitivity to gluten. So I definitely want to try to stay away from many things that involve that, because it definitely changes my mood and the way that I feel. It's crazy as we get older, what we discover about ourselves and our health and stuff like that. But there's not many foods that I really will say no to. Maybe eel.
Oh,
not
God.
a fan of that one.
And how fun overall was this project, being a producer, being a host? What are you looking forward to viewers really taking in from this competition series?
Oh man, just a fun family show and hopefully inspiration. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we had some kids or even some parents that after watching this show want to, compete in the next one. Because the great thing about it is some people have done many food competitions in our show. And then other people are just somebody that has a bakery or somebody that just is a mom at home that loves to cook, or a dad that is a carpenter or construction worker. So that's the great thing I think people will also see about our show, is that not everybody has been in food competitions for years and has this amazing, resume. A lot of these people are everyday people that say, hey, you know what? I want to enter this competition and see if I could do it. And that's also really inspiring.
Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. I definitely look forward to watching how the season unfolds.
Thank you so much.